Good morning, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming at you here on a Wednesday morning, August the 13th. And newsflash, in case you're wondering, the market only goes up, boys and girls. Isn't this thing crazy? Wow. New all-time highs. Once again, we are on a absolute tear in this market. At some point, you would think that there's going to be some level of correction, but until that happens, we will ride the wave to the upside. That's the game plan. So, looking at today, looking at the overnight, obviously yesterday we had the big move higher after the CPI print. CPI levels here, these yellow lines, if you can see that, at some very interesting levels, actually some key points. You have this previous high coming in here from August the 8th, and then you have this high coming in on the overnight session, August the 12th. So very key spots there, and if you go even further left, the CPI low print comes in right at this previous all-time high. So kind of an interesting spot, something to probably keep an eye on, and which is why I have also have a green level marked at those spots as well. So really across these markets today, we're looking for pullback longs. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty clear. We're looking for pullbacks. We're not looking for shorts. We're looking for pullback longs. Obviously, I did put a little bit of a, well, let's actually back up. We are looking for a pullback to yesterday's high of day would be nice, but a deeper pullback would be even better. I would love to see a pullback, back to this previous high right here. I'd love to see that. I'd also like to see a pullback into this 23,770 level and the CPI high area. I think that would be a really, really nice pullback. If you look at here, this was some reactions we had yesterday during the CPI news and kind of the morning session, but you had a lot of reactions coming in right around these highs, around the 23,770. So getting a pullback to this level for a move higher would be really good. If the pullback is deeper, obviously we could also be targeting this previous high here and kind of these highs that we had in between here on Monday evening. No, wait a minute, that is Tuesday evening. But anyway, I'm sorry. Yesterday was Tuesday, Monday evening. Sorry, get my days mixed up. So that's what we're looking for. The other thing that I really noticed that's interesting is this previous high right here. So you have this high area. We have the move up, so we have a resistance turned into support, turned back to resistance, and then we broke that. And that area is right where the daily 20 is sitting at that exact spot. Now, what's interesting to me is on the ES, that exact same thing is occurring. This exact previous high, or a resistance turned support turned resistance, we broke that. That's exactly where the daily 20 is sitting on the ES. So the two markets are in one step when it comes to that daily 20. So very, very much a bullish trend on both. Again, looking for these pullback longs today on the NASDAQ, looking for pullback longs in the ES. We're looking for obviously a pullback at least to the high of day from yesterday. Down into these previous highs would be even better, and you might get a deeper pullback into this level here. This would line up, the 64.28s would line up at CPI high print, lines up on the NASDAQ with right here around the 23,772. So I do think that right now, we are seeing the ES and the NQ really being in step and in sync with one another. So that could be good. I like that. So we'll see what we get. There's definitely some pullback opportunities here on the market today. Dow Jones, nice move out of this consolidation area that we've been in for quite some time, about 8 days or so. We are looking again for pullback longs. Obviously, the best one here, I would really love to see a pullback into the high of day from yesterday, possibly down into this 44,430 level. And I did add a little bit here. As you can see, I kind of created a bit of a range because we have this high that we've been sitting at the 4430s, and we also have a lot of reactions coming in right here around the 44,400s, 407s. So a pullback into this range, I think, would be really good. And had I had that range here, we might have taken some other trades here over the last several days, but In any case, the daily 20 also sitting right here below the high of day from yesterday. So a deeper pullback would be a little bit concerning, but I would love to see a pullback into the high of day from yesterday for a long. That would be really, really nice. And obviously then we're looking at this next area above around the 44,800s, 830s to see if we can break through that and continue to push. Russell, can you say rocket ship? Wow, this Russell, and I have to go back. I'm so upset with my trade yesterday. I took a short of all things when the market is moving higher. I took a short. Like, how stupid can one get? But we all make mistakes sometimes, and we made one yesterday. But this thing absolutely was in a tightening up and explosion phase, and we got the explosion yesterday back above these highs that we had previously. Several highs coming in here, and we are now looking at highs from back, or the last time we were above this area, we were back in February of this year. So the next area that I've got on the Russell, next area I've got on the Russell is up here at the 2330s, and that it comes from the daily chart. I am not going to add anything in here. We're going to see how things go intraday in the next day or two and see if this thing continues to push. I really do want us to hold this area. So we have the high of day from yesterday sitting right here around the 2292s. We have this little low coming in the overnight session here this morning, or that happened around 4 a.m. this morning at the 2294s, and you've got the low end of this band at the 2290s. And that comes from obviously these highs that we're sitting right here. So a pullback to this area for a pullback long break and retest of this long would be absolutely fantastic, and I do not want to miss that if it sets up. We could see a deeper pullback. I could add a level here. Yeah, I'm going to watch this intraday. If we start to get a reaction here around the 2282s, excuse me, that could be something to watch. A deeper pullback into this area is also possible, and you get the CPI high and low print here. I really want us to hold this. If this is going to continue on a bull run on the Russell, this really needs to hold. If we start to lose this when we get down in here, kind of takes the steam out of the bulls. So really looking for this to hold. This is a big watch for me today. I really love this. So again, pullback longs everywhere. We're looking for pullbacks on the Dow Jones. We're looking for pullbacks here on the Russell. We do want this level to hold. Big watch today. And then on the ES and the NASDAQ, also looking for pullback longs. I would love to see us hold above the 6430s on the ES and the 23770s on the NASDAQ. Those are the areas I would really love for us to hold above to continue to push this market higher. So news today, there's really nothing. I don't think there's anything today. There's an FOMC member speaking at 8 o'clock. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. President Trump speaking at 11:15. The Trump effect is real, so we do need to be careful about that. When President Trump opens his mouth or posts on X or wherever, definitely can have a movement on the market. So we do need to be careful about that. And obviously the 11:15 Trump speaking could end up being 11. It could be 12, but we need to be careful about that. Tomorrow we have PPI. That's the other big number. So we'll see what things do tomorrow. But today, other than Trump opening his mouth, we shouldn't have too much going on. And so this market should do its thing today. So, hey, we'll see what the market holds. Hopefully we can have a green day today and continue to move the needle in the right direction. So have a good trading day today, and we'll catch up with you on the next one. Thanks again. Take care, and so long.